Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Raw Podcast. I'm Jackie H, your host, and I have here my co-host Gail Barron, the judge. How you doing, sis?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All right. It's feel like it's summertime. They
Yeah,
don't skip spring here, so we went from winter to summer.
it's real nice out.
But I'm not complaining. Yes. So, are you ready for our special guest for today?
I sure am.
I told her it's going to be the pastor and the heathen today. We go way back with this sister. So glad to have her today. In case we're doing a road trip of Philly finest, and this is one that I'm happy to talk with today. I call
Yeah.
her the queen, and we're gonna speak with her, have some laughs, and share her journey, and share how we met her in the journey. So, without any further ado, y'all, we're gonna welcome our special guest uh, to the stage with us. We have here no other than Pastor Vanessa Mims. How you doing, sis?
I'm fine. How you doing?
Oh, we
After
doing
after that
fine.
intro, I'm doing excellent.
That's great. Back in the day, I wasn't calling her pastor,
Yeah.
so we didn't meet her as the pastor. So I gotta bring it from where I met her at up until this title that she's carrying.
Okay.
But we're gonna talk a little bit about her bio, and then we'll get into talking with her. So y'all listen to this extensive bio of this woman that we share the stage with today.
Hmm. Pastor Vanessa W. Williams Mims is a native of Philadelphia, PA, born Vanessa W. Walter to Ezekiel and Sarah Walter on March 18th. She got a birthday coming up,
Yes.
1960.
Yeah.
She is the eldest of five siblings. Pastor Mills was educated in the Philadelphia public school system, where she graduated from William Penn High School in 1978. Upon completion of her academic business curriculum, she matriculated to pursue undergraduate studies in criminal justice and sociology at Temple University. So she dealt with the criminal too.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Don't tell her
Pa-
what. Don't tell her
Pa-
where I come from.
Pastor Mill, oh God, joined the Pennsylvania Department of Corrections. Wow. In 1993 and maintained her tenure until 1992 when she joined the Internal Revenue Service and subsequently returned to her career with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania at the Department of Human Services. Pastor Mills retired from her position as caseworker with the Department of Public Welfare in December 2027. So I guess that's why she can deal with you. She got
Okay.
she got criminal justice, she got Department
And the
of
internal revenue.
Correction.
All right. Well, we're gonna stop right there. You know what? I know. I don't even know what year I met Vanessa, and I didn't even know all this was on your resume.
Mm.
I am so proud to know you, my sister. But
Thank
let me tell you how I met Vanessa. Um, well, I played for Mr. Huff, Bob Huff of the Huff Singers, and the late Lyndon Bain Jones, who formerly left, is not with us no more. God rest his soul. He was playing for a lady group, which at that time, Vanessa, he was called Living Waters.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So he said, "Would you come? They got a program. Would you come help me play with them?" And I said, "No problem." I said, I can't play all that good, but I'll do them my best." He wanted me to play the bass for him, and so we remember the house on Summerdale off of Roosevelt Boulevard. So
Mhm.
that
Oh,
was the
yeah.
first place I met Vanessa at. But that night, Baines was late. So I didn't know Vanessa, didn't know where I was going, but I came and I was with, I think it was about five women. I'm not sure. I just remember Candy. I don't know. But it was, and that night, Vanessa, things was out late coming to rehearsals. I was there with all these new ladies, and y'all was arguing. This is my first impression of meeting Vanessa. I
Mhm.
don't know what they was fussing about, but it got really, it was like screaming and bad, and two of the ladies left, left the rehearsal. So I was like, I can't believe he told me to come to this. But she was always nice. She was always the calm one. She came over there, she said, I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry about that. But that's where I first met her with Living Waters. What was Candy's mother name? I can't think.
Doris.
Doris. And that was the first people that I met. And then it I think I passed so the two or three rehearsals I came and played with them, and then it went on. Then I met Joe Mims.
Oh God. Oh God.
This is why I say I got to get all this out because this was comedy to me.
Go ahead,
Vanessa was
girl.
funny, but but Joe was even funnier. And she would call him down to rehearsal. He was fuss at us the whole time time we was down there. But it was she always remained the same with me. And I want to thank you for that because meeting someone new and walking into that atmosphere, you always made me feel welcome.
Yeah.
And but you was funny. It was just funny. But what I want to ask you from that, how did
Mhm.
you maintain just being calm? Like it doesn't matter what was going on around you, you just remain the same. Is that just your demeanor or
For the most part, yeah, it is. It takes a lot of prayer
okay?
and humor. You know, some
Yeah,
things you just have to let roll off your back. You know,
okay.
not take it too seriously. Um, you brought up Joe. That's a whole different animal right there. 'Cause, I mean, you have to
I felt
understand
like I went to a
that.
comedy show every time I came to your house with him. It was pure comedy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
imagine living with that and being in a group with it.
But you dealt with it, and I guess
Mhm,
that's why you're called the pastor because of your demeanor. Is
mhm,
I could see you pastoring if you can pastor through Joe and through Living Waters and through all the things that you've been through and remain the same. I'm pretty sure you have your bad or your ups and down days, but
mhm.
I never seen it. And
You know, well, that was sort of my training ground.
mhm.
You know how the Lord prepares you for where you're going. There's certain things you have to go through and be able to endure, and that was
Yes,
preparation for me ending up where I am today. But at
yes,
the time, it was just like a bunch of headaches. I'm like, Lord, why do I got to deal with this?
yes.
And he basically said, because I told you to. So who am
Okay.
I to fight with God? You know, I fought with Joe all the time. You know that. Uh,
I know what's funny to you, but that was funny to me. It was really like they was like um I don't even know how to describe it. It was the couple that just made you laugh. And I know it probably wasn't easy for her, but it was just funny. And I try not to let her see me laughing, but that jump was used to love to come to rehearsal on Tuesday. That made my day. But I remember even with your rehearsals, you
mhm,
had to deal with a lot of changes at that time. You had Baines was still working, the musician. Then you had Joe, and
mhm,
then Rob, who we call Count. He would
mhm.
come down, but it'd be 10 o'clock. The rehearsal's over. So it was. You went through all of that,
Yeah.
and still, would you just retired last year
Uh-huh.
from singing?
Yeah.
So that been how many years of
25.
25 years that you sustained all of that.
Mhm.
Would you do it if you would you do it any different if you had to do it back over?
Probably not. I would probably do it the same. A few things might have been different,
Yeah.
you know, and that's hindsight talking.
Yes.
But what I gained from it and the experience and the knowledge and you know, and the relationships,
Yes.
uh, I wouldn't change any of that.
Great. Gil, let me tell you how you come into play the matter, Pastor, was Vanessa. I think this was at a time. I think two people had left the group again, your
Yeah.
group in Living Waters. Or I don't know who was turned to God Grace at that time,
Yeah.
but you had to do a Father's Day program that you had on the book. Two programs you had to do on the books, and for Louis McElwain.
Uh-huh.
Was the Father's Day program that you did every year. And you asked, was asked around, do we know anyone who sing? But at that time, I knew my sister and them sing, but we never sung out. We never did anything. We sung in church and that was it, right?
Hmm.
So you kept asking around. So I said, well, my sisters do sing, but we don't sing out. You say, bring them on.
Hmm.
Bring them down. I got to get through this program. So that's when I asked you and Darlene, would you help her, Miss Vanessa, out? And it was a meeting. It was an everlasting friendship that lasts up
Yeah.
until this day. Meeting you.
Yes,
And
yes.
Gail, what you got to say?
I haven't gotten past Baya.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
as she said, her preparation day,
Yeah. Yeah.
and this is a mindset in and of itself.
Yes.
Uh, Criminal justice, you work for the Department of Corrections, and you know what
Population. Yeah. Yeah.
population that is.
Yeah.
So if you can deal with that, you pretty much can deal with anything. So kudos, my hat says is off to you. It takes a special person to go through and remain the same.
Yeah. And
And
like I say, I don't know. I know she probably had days, but I never seen it.
right,
I never seen it. So that's that training to know how to
right.
do customer service or whatever it is. You never displayed it to me.
Hmm.
I want to know. You say you have if you had two children,
Yes.
a son and a man. What would they say? How's mama?
Uh, well, they get the full gamut of their mama. I don't have to measure myself with them.
Yeah.
Uh, they would probably tell you from the child's perspective that their mama was crazy. You know,
Oh, wow.
because of the way that I raised them. I wasn't one of those what they call those new parents today.
Helicopter.
Uh, what they call it the parenting they call it now.
I'm not sure. I'm not up to date what they call stuff
Gentle
these days.
parenting or something like
Yeah.
whatever it is. That wasn't me because I raised my children the way I was raised with respect for elders, respect for self, taking care of the home. That's how I was raised. So
Mhm.
I didn't know any other way to raise them. I didn't come from the Oprah school of time out. I'm came from the grandma school. If you do something wrong, you get a switch or whatever's
Okay.
available.
Yes.
So that
Yes.
that's how my children were raised. So they would probably tell you that. Um, but everything else would probably remain the same. I always encourage them to be who they are,
Hmm.
not let nobody run over them, and be respectful.
And your grandchildren.
Yeah, I got four of those.
Okay. And you still raising them the same way that you did your children, or do you do time out?
Well, now, see, that's what me and my son part ways somewhat. He's from that new school.
Okay.
They have a lot more freedom of speech than we had, and that my children had.
Yes.
Some of the stuff that these kids say today, we would be picking up our teeth.
That's right.
So, but the difference is he understanding how he was raised. They know that certain things you can't do that around Nana.
Right.
What I let you do at home, you can't do that with Nana. When you go to Nana house, you got to do A, B, C, and D.
Okay.
And they're mindful of that. They're respectful of that.
Great. Okay. It's just like your grandson. They get away with what they can with their mothers and stuff at the new age, but when they come to grandma's house, they know there's a difference.
Uh-huh. And listen, grandmas are guilty of spoiling those grandkids too. I spoil them, but I will chastise them when it's necessary.
Okay. Okay. Now, Vanessa, you said that you was the associate pastor up under, I know, Pastor Holder and Pastor Frida um,
Hmm.
Holder. Was that your first introduction into ministry, knowing that God called you, or
No, it wasn't my first. Actually, uh, I was kind of trained up by Alfreda Holder. You
Okay.
know, we served as missionaries together at original Enon down 19th and Green.
Oh, really? Oh,
And
wow. Okay.
I when I got my calling, it was so odd. I wasn't sure. And me and her being so close, when I called her and told her what had happened in that dream that night, she laughed. I said, Frida, why are you laughing? She said, because that was it. You don't recognize it. And from that point on, she said, keep a pad and pencil by the side of your bed. You are about to go into a whole new thing. And it was still a couple years before I even went into Bible college, because once it was confirmed for me. And it's so strange when the Lord called me, he all he did was say my name, but it's the way that he said it. Nobody had ever said my name that way in that type voice, and nobody has ever done it since. And it got my attention. The first thing he had me to do, I was at home. I got up off the bed, walked over to my dresser because I kept the Bible open on the dresser, and he just had me start reading. And it was like, it was like an out of body experience. I'm standing there reading his word, and I know that it's me, but it's like I'm outside of myself hearing somebody else do this. And it was just a connection with him. And I didn't think I was ready for that, because I even asked him, I said, Lord, you sure you want me to do this? Because I didn't have a wild early 20s or childhood or anything, but it was so many things that I hadn't done. I didn't know if I was supposed to do or not. But anyway, he said, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. So me being me, I did the Jonah thing, because like I said, there were so many things I hadn't experienced. I ran from the Lord for 6 whole years,
Oh, wow.
and he let me run like he do most of his children, let me fall and bump my head. Wasn't even worried about it, because and then when I came back, he said, I knew you were coming back. That's why I let you go. But through all of that, he covered me
Yeah.
so that I didn't get too far from his grace. And that's probably why the group was named God's Grace, because I actually lived it,
Okay.
But yeah, it's not something I see people all the time uh, take up these titles. Oh, I'm an apostle, I'm a bishop, and I'm a prophetess, and they don't know what they're asking for. Now, Gail, you can confirm this. This is not
Right.
something that you ask for.
Right.
This is something that the Lord calls you to do. And trust me, it's not a picnic, it's not a party, and it sure isn't easy. It requires a lot of sacrifice.
Was you disappointed that he called you, or you was receptive? Like, is it something that you tried to get? I know you say you didn't, is it me? Do you really want me? But how did you feel about being called?
Well, like I said, initially I ran because I'm like, not me, but I accepted it.
You said,
And then when I look back over my life, I see how he laid the groundwork for it from way back. I'll go back to when I was in middle school at E. Washington Roads. I'll never forget. I was never a public speaker. Matter of fact, I was an introvert throughout my childhood.
What?
I couldn't imagine speaking in front of people. And you know how the Lord took that away? He had me write this speech for my 8th grade graduation. And for some unknown reason to me, known only to him, they chose my speech and me as the valedictorian. So I had to get up there in front of hundreds of people and read this speech. I had never done public speaking before that. Like I said, I was always withdrawn and shy.
Mhm.
I didn't even know who that person was up there reading that speech. But that was part of the training ground. That was him getting me prepared for standing in the pulpit. I had no idea back then.
Wow.
But that's where it started.
So preparation, God calls you, but you have no idea. But when you look hindsight, you see all the steps.
Yeah.
You see where this mattered, nothing wasted. And I think sometimes he let us go through those periods where we think we're running. It's for more experience.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Because
Exactly.
you telling me this story now, I can see it what I saw in the groups when I saw her, how she acted in the group. So nothing was wasted because you went through a lot of. This is how I viewed it. There was a
Mhm,
lot of come and go. There was a lot of people in and out, but you still had to maintain and stay focused.
mhm,
And the part that always interested me way before the call, because I didn't know of that, the visionary part.
mhm.
She always was a visionary, always can cast the vision and provide hope. Because she was always doing something different and out of the box.
Wow, and still doing it
That's God.
at 35 years old.
That's God. That is God.
Yeah.
Because listen, if I had to do things of myself, it probably wouldn't get done. But you know, when you follow the unction of the Holy Spirit, He almost don't give you a choice. And a lot of times you find when people are going through trauma, is because they're fighting against His plan for their life. I can say that honestly. I know of people, I'm not going to call names, but I know of people who are going through that right now because there's a calling on their life and I won't say they're running from it, but they're like sitting down on it. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Now let me go to a part where we get back to the good part. You lost a lot of close people
Yeah.
to you. We could speak on our friend Lyndon Baines Jones. We could speak on Misty, one of your singers. How did you cope, or how are you still coping with? We all lose people in daily, but these people was real close to you. These two was, I think, what I saw was friendship, was closeness. With your calling, with what you have to go through, how did you keep going? What did you feel? Did you go through grief class, or you just dealt with it? How was that period of your life of
Well,
losing?
honestly, grief is different for everybody,
Hmm.
and you never completely are through it. You learn how to deal with it.
Hmm.
And I'll be honest with you, Misty's death hit me hard
Hmm.
because of how close we were and how long we had come. But Bane's death, it just devastated me. That was a whole another story there.
Hmm.
I'm probably still grieving about that, and it's probably because of the way that it happened. I don't want to go into a lot of detail. You guys already know that, but
Yeah. Hmm.
um, when it happens like that, it's really devastating. It's different from a protracted illness,
Yeah.
um, and somebody that you look to for encouragement and support. And when you wake up one day and that's not there anymore, you still have to press on. You still have to be in that leadership role.
Right.
And people expect you to be 100%.
Yes.
They don't understand. Sometimes they don't understand. Back me up if I'm right about this, Gail. They don't think that you're a flesh and blood.
Right.
Oh, you're a minister of the gospel. You can't have no feelings like that. Who said so?
Yeah.
Who says that we don't hurt, that we don't bleed,
We do.
that we don't feel sad like everybody else?
Yeah. And
But
and you
it's a
said
process.
something. It is who it is and how it happens makes it different. Like if it was a long term illness or something, okay, things you gradually. But when things happen just suddenly, and he was very intricate in your life.
Yes.
He was
Yeah.
he was a good. He helped you all he can. Things did a lot for people, and I know he did a lot for your group and for you. So
Mhm.
that's even triple. And then people expect you to go on like nothing happened.
Mhm.
But she's still standing,
Yeah.
regardless of. I
Out of
I just
all of
like
them.
I I'm saying it because I'm not being funny. I've been waiting to talk to you for a long time. A long time.
Okay.
To get information of how do you do it. You
Mhm.
called. It's not like I talked to somebody that I don't know. I've seen it. I've been in the midst of it.
Mhm.
There was a lot of stuff that went on. And Vanessa it's like he showed back up to the, the next meeting, to the next rehearsal. And that's powerful, man. That's something for me. It makes me feel like, okay, I can make it through anything. If
Yeah.
she made it through all this, then you need those people in your life to see it,
Mhm.
to
And,
experience.
and to be honest with you, I believe that's part of the reason that some of the things that I went through,
Mhm.
for the Lord to use me as an example, because I had no idea how many people watched me go through 3 bouts of cancer and still
Right.
stand,
Right.
Yeah,
and
Right.
and gave them encouragement. It was like
yeah.
some
Mhm.
even my doctors, a couple of my doctors, when they look at my record, they say you had thyroid cancer, colon cancer, and breast cancer. I said, yeah, I had them all. And then I gave him a little anecdote that my daughter said that she told her doctor when they asked her about my medical history. She said, yeah, my mom fights cancer, little kids, and old people too. So that's my daughter. And that's how I have to look at it. It's a battle.
Yeah.
Um, and you either gonna fight or you gonna lay down.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you fight Joe.
Listen, if I survive 26 years with that man,
Ooh.
it
Oh,
ain't hardly anything that's gonna take me out. Trust me.
She be calling from upstairs to come down to rehearsal. Oh, that joke it's just comedy to me. But I know it's not always really funny, but
In
it
hindsight, it is. You could go ahead
yeah,
and laugh because I
yeah,
laugh about it too.
yeah,
but this is just a testament and a testimony.
yeah,
Um, the Bible says we overcome not only by the blood of the Lamb,
yeah.
but word of testimony, and to sit here and talk about this and know what she been through, and for her to still be standing, but not only that, she's still laughing,
She's on laughing.
still laughing,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's
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 hope.
be valued. Yeah,
Yeah. So those of you who are watching, this is a woman of hope. It's not always good days. It's not always happy days. But she's still laughing. And this is like you said, a testimony for someone that no matter what you go through, there is hope on the other side.
Oh
You just
yeah.
yeah.
got to keep on going.
Oh yeah.
Are you a grief counselor?
Am I a grief counselor?
Is that in the bio, Gail?
Uh, no, it's not in the bio, but it's part of my training.
Okay.
Biblical family counseling, all of that. You know,
Really?
yeah. I just I do what I'm needed for. I don't. I know you have my bio there, but whatever comes up, if I can do it, I do
Wow. You accepting customers?
it. Listen, to me that's ministry, and if somebody needs me, I'm there for it.
Okay. I think we're gonna sign Darlene up. You know Darlene.
Hey, my girlfriend, yeah, I gotta come and see her.
I think that'd be something that I'll introduce and pay for.
Listen, I'll tell you
Yeah,
something.
because grief is more than death.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I
When
absolutely.
learned.
you lose stuff,
Yeah.
and you
She
know,
she needs some. I'm not joking about this. I'm really serious about it. But sometimes the person that you trust and that you know probably can get through to you more because of her demeanor, because of her character. Like you don't need nobody fussing at you and telling you can do better. But I'm really serious, Vanessa. We're gonna have to Uber you or come get you to just to have some moments with her that she can get up and have some hope.
Yeah, and she needs to laugh more.
She needs
And
to laugh.
I could do. I've always made Darlene laugh. I know I can do that.
Uh, so those of you who um, really going through it, the world that we're living in now is hard enough.
right?
So laughter is medicine.
Yes.
It
Yes.
don't. It probably don't change anything that you have to do or need. But just a moment of laughter is good for the body. So we employ Pastor Vanessa Mims. We're gonna have her on for the comedy section, and we're gonna see if she can bring Joe with her.
Yeah, he might do that. He likes you, Jackie. He might do
He's
that.
a good guy. I want to know too. We with talking about being on the road and how you had to travel. We want to. I'm going to put both of us in this. We want to talk about this incident when we went to Elizabeth, New Jersey, with God's grace.
Mhm.
And Vanessa probably don't even know what I'm getting ready to talk about. But at this function, I think you had 35 minutes to 45 minutes to sing.
Mhm.
We was in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and Vanessa have always been a person that whoever in the group can sing, she give everybody a chance to lead, and she'll tell you well, how much time we have. We only have 35 minutes, 45 minutes, and it's five people standing up here, so everybody take 5 minutes, and sing a song. Do you remember Miss Barbara?
Yeah.
So this is this is this is my laughter moment, y'all. So every time Vanessa's around me, I laugh. She brings joy to me. But this particular concert that she was in, God's Grace was in, Barbara turned, and the lead mic cord was so long, like whoever put that cord together at that concert, it went to the back of the church. That's how long the mic cord. So when it was Barbara's turn to sing, she kept singing, went all the way to the back. And long as that cord stretched, that's where Barbara was at. But Barbara was almost in like 9 minutes. And she was supposed to be every five. And you start pulling the cord. And Barbara was resistant. Barbara must had never sung before or was proud of that moment. Vanessa pulling the cord and Barbara going forth. Oh man. When I say I was on the floor, I was like, people probably looked at me like, what is she laughing at? It was just pure it, and then when she got back there, she said, don't you ever pull the cord on me like that and left. You dealt with a lot, sis. You dealt with a lot. I mean, she was at the back of the church singing. Very, I'll never forget the song. Then we stood there and laughed for. I know the people like they laughing at their own people. I wasn't laughing at her. I was laughing at you pulling the cord and she pulling against you. And then she was so mad about it. But you had already told us everybody got 5 minutes. We got
Uh-huh.
30. It would have been enough that everybody sang the song. But Barbara had her debut moment.
That was her 15 minutes of fame.
You dealt with a lot, sis, and
Yeah.
you still you 25 years of still and singing and retired. How many times you retired, Vanessa? Because I know you
I
can't get.
think three altogether.
Because it's in
The
it's
first
in
time I
you.
tried in 2020, it didn't work.
Really, 2020? That was
Yeah,
the first time. Wow.
I tried. It didn't work.
So it was something that you wanted to do, like it was
Yeah,
in you,
yeah, because I didn't want us to be one of those groups that uh how do I put this delicately? I didn't want us to be going up and down the aisle and walkers and canes and stuff. Uh, I wanted I wanted us to come out while we still have some youth and vitality and be able to enjoy the retirement.
Okay.
Some of these groups be holding on to the microphone when they putting them in the ground.
Kate. Well, that's what I experienced with the Dixie Hummingbirds with Mr. Tucker. He said he couldn't give it up. He said he's gonna die singing.
Yeah. Hmm.
To the point they had a chair on the stage to sit down. It was always in him. So if you retire three times, that must have been part of it was just in you.
Yeah, but well, no, people wouldn't let me retire until the last time. I was like, look, this is it. I'm planning this banquet. I don't care what nobody said. Y'all can beg, borrow, and steal, or just one more program. No, uh-uh.
Mhm.
I've
Well,
given 25 years. I'm still in my preaching ministry, I want to be able to take a vacation every now and then. You know, um,
So you didn't have balance?
well, here's how it mostly went. When you're in leadership, you don't get a break like everybody else. You know, Jackie, you know how many times I come to rehearsal and this one don't show up. Next week, that one don't show up.
Yeah.
I gotta be there.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing with pastoring. If don't nobody come to church with me, I gotta be there.
Okay.
So people would go off when they and take their little breaks when they felt like it, you know. But still, I have to stand, you know, and I got to find somebody to fill in for this one and this, that, and the third. But once the retirement came, now I can breathe a sigh of relief because, like I said, I tried 3 times and it didn't take until the third time. People still call, and I just point them to June of 2025. Y'all know we retired, right?
But you were such a blessing to people, so that they miss you. So that's
Yeah.
a good thing because some people don't get called back.
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't completely withdrawn. They still see my face,
Yeah.
but I'm not running from corner to corner every Sunday anymore.
Right. Right. Okay. So what do Vanessa do for fun?
I'm just about to find that out.
Really? Okay.
I'm just about to find that out.
Okay. So do you have any hobbies? Anything that you like to do, or do you know what you
Uh,
like?
yeah, I like to travel.
You like? Okay.
I like to travel.
Okay. So
Anything that's
so
going to
you
make,
go.
I love laughter. Anything that's going to make me laugh, you know,
Okay.
because I've had enough sadness,
Yeah.
you
Yes.
know,
Yes. Yes.
uh,
So
laughter.
I know you say you like to travel. So I mean, you're gonna be doing a disappearing act. Like you ain't
Huh?
gonna be. So you say you
Yeah,
love to travel. So I mean, you're
yeah.
gonna be doing anywhere to find you.
Yeah, they. I told them y'all gonna be looking up one day saying which way did she go?
Okay.
Everybody but my daughter because she got a tracker on my phone.
Oh wow.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Hmm.
Well, every retirement or in program that your daughter has been to and has something to say, she always has something good to say about her mama, and she made sure you was respected at those places,
Yeah.
dinner and actions. So she's allowed to have a tracker then because she knows. Gil, before we turn her loose, because I can keep talking about this, I got so many funny stories with her. Is there anything you want to say? Because she have to get out of here to go um, do what she had to do. But Vanessa, you got to come back
Yeah, I was
Anytime.
going to say this is a to be
to be
continued.
continued because
Because
Anytime.
I would like to
Anytime.
know what
Listen,
is,
we have known each other for over 25 years. So naturally we got a lot to talk about. So
a lot to talk about.
anytime you want, I'll come back.
Okay. Well, to my YouTube family, Facebook family, this is Pastor Vanessa Mims. I'm respecting her to call her pastor because I don't want to be disrespectful by calling her Vanessa. I know her as Vanessa. We still friends. But
Yes.
Pastor Vanessa Mims, the woman that will make you laugh off of nothing,
Hmm.
and her bio speaks for who she is. I'm just finding out who she is through the bio. I know that she did a lot of things, but when she sent me that, I didn't know it was that much. So now I see your life. And this is going to be continued for real because Gail sure want to talk to you about things. And she's going to be next after Darlene. I'm sending Gail for therapy to you too.
Okay. Okay.
Or she tell you that she's sending me, I'm sending her. But Vanessa,
Okay.
it's been a pleasure. Um, thank you for taking the time to talk to us. This is another one of Philly finest. Yeah, what you got? I mean, I can go on
I'm saying to be
to
continued
be continued. She just
because
said because she's
it's,
ready to talk to you. Okay,
yeah.
to be continued, y'all. Vanessa,
Absolutely.
thank you,
You are
and
so welcome. And tell
I'm
my
going to
sister I'll be down there to see her. I'm gonna get her out that apartment.
appreciate you, sis.
Amen.
Thank you so much, and we're gonna let you go. And we love you, and kudos to everything that you're doing. God bless you.
into the
and
next phase
and
of
to
your
the
life.
yeah. So just don't disappear completely though.
Okay.
Take your computer with you. You can still talk to us wherever you are.
Okay.
Okay. Love
All
you, sis.
right, I will.
Okay.
God bless.
Love you guys.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
Well, it's always a pleasure, and it was interesting to me. And what I'm getting out of doing these things, Gail, is you can know a person all your life, but you really don't
Don't
know
know.
them.
Yeah.
And this blessed me when you can see who God has put you in your life. That's how I'm looking at it. Things that I probably need now. She's a blessing. She
Yeah.
knows, that's a lot. And her demeanor, I never knew that, but now I see where it come from. You had to deal with a lot of hard things.
Yes. Yes.
Correction, like you said, the
Yes.
correction office. But I've seen it through singing. Everybody that it's so many different
Leader.
people.
Leader.
She's a leader.
Leader.
So we're not
And
going
not only a leader of I'm seeing more now of visionary
visionary.
because you have to be one a back say write the vision
Mhm.
that those that read it
Yeah.
may run.
Right.
You don't necessarily have to be the one to run it, but just looking back, you saw where she pointed the way.
Right.
And
Right. Yeah.
casting the vision now, wasn't afraid to
Mhm.
get out and do whatever.
Right.
So, that's why I say to be continued. And
Okay.
as you say, the Lord put people in your life
Mhm.
to carry you to your next step.
Right. Right. And you need those people that you
Right,
can pull on, and you got to be a student.
right,
I'm
right,
not coming to you to tell you. I'm coming
right,
to glean
right,
and learn. So
right,
sometimes we need to learn how to sit at each other's
right,
feet.
right,
And so
right,
I'm blessed today to have had the chance to talk with her,
right,
and we will get her back
right.
soon. But sometimes wisdom.
Yeah,
You need more teaching. You need more wisdom. You need more things that can cause you to grow. So we'll do that. But until next time, we thank you all for joining us on this podcast of Raw. That was Pastor Vanessa Mims. And Gil, as we always leave out, did you want to say
Before
something?
we go there,
Sure.
I'm seeing more now than ever the name of this podcast.
Mhm.
Um, Restoring awesome warriors. Because there are times in life where life will throw you some curveball or whatever, but you have to take, as they say, the Energizer Bunny, take a licking and keep on ticking. So I'm appreciative of the strength that we can glean from people from.
Yes.
It ain't over
Till
until God says it's
she,
over.
she said.
Yeah. She said she battled cancer
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
And that her daughter said she fight children cancer.
Yeah. So you see the fighter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not always bad.
Yeah.
Somebody
You
that
got
you got to have that inner strength.
you can't roll over.
Can't roll over and play dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you take my stuff.
Yeah.
And more, I'm feeling that. 'Cause sometimes when you lost your fight,
Mhm.
but to hear others, it
Motivate.
initiate and motivate you
Mhm.
to get back up. I was just thinking this week, um, talking about Samson and where they ridicule him, put his eyes out and he was grinding in the
Mhm.
prison, but they didn't see his hair growing back.
Right.
And that just I knew of his hair growing back,
Yeah.
but this week it hit me
Yeah. Yeah.
at another level.
Yeah.
They didn't see why you making fun, why you laughing,
Yeah. Or think I went down.
I think I went down.
Yeah.
My hair is
Go back.
grown back.
Yeah.
I recall.
Yeah.
And when I recall why
Yeah.
my hair
Yeah.
began to grow back.
Yeah.
I feel my strength coming.
Yeah.
Some things when you were a younger you could do, and when you get older, you kind of like lose the fight.
Yeah.
But my fight is being restored.
Right.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah.
yeah,
What a motivation
yeah,
today. So y'all keep the fight. Keep
yeah.
the fight.
Get back in it.
Get back in it. It's not over till it's over. Don't roll over. So I gotta go take this and meditate on it and keep it moving. Things like this. And you gotta take it while it's hot.
Yeah.
Get up. We can get up.
Keep the momentum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep the momentum.
Yeah. Darlene, it's not over.
Nah.
Come on, sis.
Nah.
It's not over. You got some fight in you. I'm just calling her because I know her, but whoever you know of, call the name, but tell them it's not over. It's not over. You still have it in you.
Yeah.
You just got to reach down deep.
Yep.
Sometimes, and sometimes you need people to motivate.
Right.
Like, so don't be always pushing someone down. If you have that in you, extend it.
Yep.
Go help someone.
Yeah.
If you a fighter, go
Yep.
help someone else get up. Put them in the ring, box them. She said she'll fight kids and children, so she was able to fight the cancer because that's what she do. She's a fighter. That's how Paul was. When the Bible, his name was Saul first. He fought when he wasn't with God.
Yeah.
But then when God turned him around and knocked him down, he fought. He still had the fight in him. So you got to keep the fight. Might have to straighten up a few things, but don't lose it. Well, Gil, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
As we always end our podcast and saying, love
Love
God,
God.
love family, work hard, and be kind. And I just want to let you all know that we have daily dosage with Gail every day at 12 noon. Don't forget to tune in and get just a little bit more hope to fight with. On Friday nights, I have Gail, daughter, and me. We do cooking and we talk and just have a therapy moment around cooking. So we have things that we're doing, but join us. It's all for the betterment of the people. We love you.